It's amazing, this is already our third annual Folds of Honor Invitational. Because of the success, we've officially started a Wisconsin chapter. Our mission is simple: provide educational scholarships to family members of those servicemen and women who have been disabled or killed in action in defense of our country and our freedoms. We actually had 89 applicants this last year compared to 45 the prior year. So just having an event here and spreading the word locally is nearly double the amount of applicants and the awareness of families in need. I'm honored to introduce Jerry Gurnt. He's our third folded flag recipient. Jerry was in the United States Air Force from 1965 to 1973. He served as an F-4D pilot with the 555th Tactical Fighter Squadron. He was forced to eject over North Vietnam and was taken as a prisoner of war in August of 1967. After he spent 2,031 days in captivity, Captain Gurnt was released during Operation Homecoming on March 14th, 1973. Jerry, we are so thrilled you're here with us today. We are so grateful for your service.
Thank you very much. This is a very great honor. When Matt first called me, I didn't know anything about Folds of Honor, so I said, let me think about it. And I researched it and found out what a great group it is. Last time I played golf was in December. He says, that's not bad. And I said, yeah, December of 1966. So thank you very much for all attending this thing here. I'm very honored to be here, and I want to thank you for doing this.
There's less than 1% of us that suit up every day so our country can enjoy the freedoms we have to be here today. So enjoy your time, but remember what we're here for.
I was left widowed at 23 years old with my husband, who had just been to church with me. We had just talked about our amazing life that we were about to start and have a family, and I couldn't understand why this was happening to me. But God was so gracious to allow me to know another man whose name was Blair Faulkner, and he wore a flight suit every day, and he needed a wife. And I was like, I think I can sign up for that job. It was fun, and we traveled the world, and we did some really amazing things. I was pregnant with our first son. Our little girl, Campbell, was born. I had my little Princess. He had his little fighter pilot. 16 years ago, Blair went out on a normal mission. The phone had just been ringing off the hook, but I had left it in the car, and it was the chaplain. He said, Rachel, and then he said 5 words. He said, we are looking for you. And I was looking at those 2 beautiful babies, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have done this before, but I have never done this with 2 children. Colonel Gerber was dressed in his blues, and he said, Rachel, the United States and the Air Force are sorry to inform you that Blair and his student pilot, Matthew Emmons, were killed on the runway today at Columbus. But he said, don't worry, because this country and the Air Force are going to take care of you and your little children. And what is so fascinating to me is that there was a man in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, who in the same year was starting a foundation called Folds of Honor. And here I stand today, 16 years later, with healthy, happy, amazing children, and we have been scholarship recipients for 10 years. I'm so insanely grateful. I just took my son to college at Auburn University. Because of Folds of Honor, that child could go to Auburn out of state, and we could tell him, you can go anywhere in this country that you want to go and you can get into. And he was able to go to Auburn because of people like you and your generosity. God bless America, and may God bless you. Thank you so much for being here today.
It's taking you